And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark. We should be in a trailer cabin in Bleak Inlet. I think I know where I am. So right now my immediate plans is I've taken a lot of damage from the Timberwolf in the last episode, so I want to get out of this area with the Timberwolves and get to an area where it'll be easier and safer to recover. Maybe sitting out in the blizzard is not the best time to do that, but because we can still run into Timberwolves during the blizzard. But basically, I'm going to make my way back to Mystery Lake. Where we can rest and recover the character. As well as we now have the woodworking tools. So we can drop those off and potentially do
need to find some place to escape this
some
cold.
base crafting with that. But obviously the first step of that is escaping Bleak Inlet and getting to the,
Die if I don't warm up soon.
in some ways, warmer frozen muskeg.
I could eat anything right now.
Right now I'm looking for, between where I'm going and where I'm coming from, there is a cave I can duck into to warm up. If I'm not mistaken. If I haven't missed it, I may have already missed it. Moving around the blizzard can often be disorienting. I think I may have missed it. Because I'm on one of the spurs that I had not planned to come up. Again, this is ideally, if you don't know where you're going, obviously traveling in a blizzard is a bad idea, and doubly so when you're already below half health. But I should be getting close to where I am intending to go soon, hopefully. Warm the character back up and try to gain back some condition while we're in that spot.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Because of all the running about, we are burning through calories real quick. We'll have to eat some of my emergency food. It's fine. See the cave. Maybe not quite rendering right due to the blizzard overlapping it, because it was a bit too sharp out against the backdrop. But so there we are. This is a cave. And apparently we have a backpack in the answer. We're not warm in this cave. That's a potential problem. Let's eat something quickly. Stave off the hunger. we need to drink tea because it's not warm enough in here. It is warm enough in here that I can probably get ourselves fairly warm with just a small fire. It doesn't need to be a big fire. But I am going to do a little bit of a big fire, maybe bigger than I need to do, to get the character warm. That should take the fire up to 21 degrees. We only need it to be +5 to get warm here. No, I don't have any birch bark on me. I'm out of birch bark. That day. So then we're not going to be making tea. Because my ideal tea in this situation would have actually been the birch bark tea. We don't have any birch bark. We'll warm up our reishi tea. Drink that instead then. We got the character hydrated, we got the character warm. I'm going to hold on here. At least until we get hypothermia to go away. Which may be like an hour. More until the blizzard clears, whichever comes first. It is definitely cold out. I can tell because the fire is lasting longer than predicted here, right? So it's saying, oh, it's about an hour. We'll sit here for 20 minutes, and it only went down by like 10 minutes. And that's a sign that it's cold. And that's cold based on where your character is, not based on how cold it is. So it's even colder out there in the blizzard. That explains why I got cold real fast. Hypothermia is gone. Let's collect this water.
Something's gotta go.
Obviously don't have the carrying capacity to take all this stuff with me, so I'll have to leave something behind. Probably the excess water. I don't need quite this much water on me. Made it because we were going to stay here to stay warm, not because I necessarily need it with me. So leave the water here. Probably leave some fuel here as well. Gonna leave a note about the fuel. Delta Cave in Bleak Inlet has coal. We will want to shed. Probably still want to shed a little bit more weight. So I can use some sticks here as well. Usually enough. This cave has salt deposits, so that's something that I've learned recently, is that salt is, in theory, now at least gatherable from the wilderness, if not renewable. It may not be renewable. Okay, so the wind is too strong for us to keep a lit torch out, which was expected with blizzard conditions. I am going to be uncomfortably cold, which means we're going to take way more damage than I want. Ideally, we would want to getting out of Bleak Inlet. I'll take a long rest in the transition cave to recover what condition I can.
Can't feel my feet.
And then probably hope for the weather to clear before I make the trip out of Forlorn Mustang. should be far enough up the delta. I shouldn't need to worry about thin ice anymore, as long as I'm hugging the edge like this.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
So I'm going to take a little bit more aggressive sprinting. We're looking for the exit cave, which will be a hard load, so we will be warm once we enter that cave with my gear. It's just finding the cave. Which, if we're hugging the zone edge here, should be hard to miss. I don't remember this area being that wooded, so I may have actually passed already. No. Here it is. So yeah, uncomfortably low on condition. Would like a lot more condition. Stuff from the lost one, I can say lost one. Okay, so we're warm in this cave. I'm going to do the cave exploration before resting, but before we set out, I definitely need to try recovering a bit of condition. And the most reliable way to do that is to take long rest. In a warm area. And this is about as warm as I'm going to get until I get back to Mr. Lake. A bit low on calories, so we'll have to eat some of my emergency food, which is why I carry cattails and crackers. And we've been through here already, so we shouldn't be finding anything besides the renewable sticks and coal. I'll actually climb down here instead of Bleak going down, because I'm worried about condition, and we don't want to take any damage from jumping down. If you watched earlier parts, you'll notice I frequently Billy goat off this edge here. Quickly check down the dead end, see if anything's down here. Looks like the coal respawned, so we got another lump of coal. And we can hear that it's still blizzarding outside. Hopefully that'll go away when we're taking our long rest. It'll probably be about a 6-hour rest, which actually isn't super ideal, because there's a decent possibility that means we'll be traveling in the coldest part of the night. Got our little stockpile dropped here from last time we came through, one of the early times we went through. Worn out torch. Put the lantern away. We are going to be taking a 6-hour rest, so I should eat before it. Each of these should be good for 2 hours, but we'll eat an extra 2. Just to make sure we have some calories when we wake up, so I don't have to immediately remember to eat again when we wake up. The bedroll. The bedroll's probably starting to reach the point where it probably wants to repair. as well as some of our other equipment. Okay, so it sounds like the blizzard is done, which will at least make, assuming it's not ready, will make the trip out to Mountain Lake a lot safer. Or Mystery Lake, not Mountain Lake. So we got nice clear weather. I'm going to walk around with a lit torch. Just in case I run into any wolves, because we're uncomfortably low on condition. If I get into a struggle here, there's a decent possibility the struggle would kill me. And then the run, which well, I'd like to avoid. We've been making such good progress. I'd like to not have it prematurely ended, if at all possible. We are probably going to have to stop multiple times to warm up. It is -10 right now, so we would have to resort to putting a piece of coal in each fire. Hopefully it's not so windy we lose the torch. I'm appreciating the added safety that the torch was providing right now. So yeah, midterm plans. Oops. Let's not fall to the thin ice. That's a surefire way to get character. Oh, it's thinner closer to the shore than I was expecting there. I know if I sort of hug the shore a little bit more, I should be able to hug that shore without going to the thin ice, but let's not do that. So the short-term plan right now is get back to Mystery Lake, get the character recovered. In theory, cougars should be off, so I shouldn't have to worry about running into cougars. Timberwolves, based on what I've seen, don't spawn in Forling Muskeg and don't spawn in Mystery Lake. We might run into some in Coastal Highway. Right now. Maybe not that common. Don't know exactly where they are in Coastal Highway when they spawn. No, but basically get back down to Coastal Highway. We might attempt to do getting that recipe from the trader, which I think requires us to get some like 3 car batteries. I'll have to see if there's a way to check, or if you have to put it in your notes to remember, because I did not take notes the other day. I could look it up on the wiki, because I'm getting scared by the local wolves. To figure out what I need for that trade. Probably a good idea to see if there's a way to check in-game. I suspect the way to check in-game would be to go down to the place where you do the trade and off on the coast. So after recovering, that's probably where we're going. We're going to go to head on there. Check. Eating another cattail to keep the calories appropriate.
Can't feel my hands.
Now there is more food in Mystery Lake, so I'll probably drop by. I'll probably go to Trapper's Cabin first in Mystery Lake to eat the food there. Maybe do something like a cooking trip to pass the time as we get the character recovered. We are coming up to the point where I need to warm the character up. Find a sheltered area to put a fire down. Yep, this is sheltered but not flat enough. Maybe we'll have to do a tree instead. Tree's not as sheltered, but don't have. Well, I could drink a coffee, but this one I actually want to drain the character's fatigue, so I can take long rests.
I've been so hungry in my life.
Me and the cattails over preference over the crackers because the crackers are more calorie dense. These are 150 per 5. These are basically 300 per 5. If I had birch bark tea, I'd be drinking birch bark tea here, both for the condition and for the warming up bonus. But I've been, since getting Cooking 5, I've maybe not been the best at keeping tea ingredients on hand, so I should probably gather up some more tea ingredients. And or carry around some more teas. One of the two. I don't need the water, but we'll make a little bit of water here, just to pass the time, just to be productive with passing the time. So this is one of the things we're also trying to take back, so we could, in theory, set ourselves up if we can find the wood, and that might actually be something to do in the next couple parts. Is find the wood for, not a workbench, our carpenter bench, furniture workbench. So what we need is to find 10 cedar firewood. Cedar firewood is actually the most abundant firewood, in my experience, so that shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, this is maybe not ideal. Well, I'm gonna do some. I'm not gonna sleep in here. I'm gonna pass some time while we warm up to get the warming up bonus from the bed.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
We'll feed in with a cattail, take the torches with us, and head out. If I wasn't already on emergency backup food, I'd be doing more sprinting. But right now, this weather is not life-threatening enough to put me into a panic mode. And I don't have the calories. If I had the calories, I'd just be sprinting everywhere right now because I'm trying to deplete my fatigue so I can sleep to get it back. Which is actually probably what we're going to do the moment we get to Trappers. Is we're going to probably start sprinting around a lot after Trappers. Because of our abundant food sources in Mystery Lake. One thing I should do is start generating food sources in Eastern Mystery Lake, because right now all my food's over in Western. Because we got the 2 bear kills with moose kill. Well, we got the 2 bear kill sites, each which have 2 bear kills. We got the 1 moose kill, so we've got lots of meat in Western Mystery Lake. It's just all west of the railroad tracks, nothing east. And as far as construction is concerned, I probably want to put the woodworking bench in the east, so I probably want some food in the east for crafting purposes. Crampons. Yeah, we're not leaving that there. I know where the heavy hammer came from. So the heavy hammer, we're gonna actually leave the heavy hammer here. Drop it here. gonna say, I'm gonna put a note in. Note. Because presumably I left it. Oh, I didn't leave a note saying that I left it there.
My fingers feel numb.
Anyway, I'm doing this out in the cold. It's not the best place to be doing it, but what I'm doing is I'm leaving a note telling me it's there. Because in theory, I think I probably remembering it. I would normally remember it being at the forge. So probably I put it down at the forge, and the update that moves some things around probably caused it to get shifted to lost and found. So I want to know it's there, so later when I come back through, say I'm going to the forge and I want to do some forging, I don't want to be like, where's my hammer? I left my hammer here. When the answer is, well, it got teleported to lost and found. Okay, so I'm gonna remember the quality on this on the torches. Okay, so we're gonna walk to trappers, keeping our head on the swivel, because this is the area where occasionally we'll
Might have
find a
to
little bit
drop
of
some
large
gear.
already cold, so there is an argument maybe to. In fact, yeah, let's. No, I'm gonna push through. It's maybe not the best idea, but it's still not the worst idea to push through right now. Push through to trappers. Because we're gonna be taking damage the entire time. We're gonna push through the trappers where the food is. I'll probably sprint the last. Well, I might sprint the last of it. We'll see how quick the calories. So I'll take the damage to get there, because we should be safe to get there with the torch up, even this low in condition. Okay, so there's enough birch bark for another birch bark tea. May contemplate doing a loop of my
I need to find food.
sites where I know birch bark tea is, just to build up a stockpile of tea. Yeah, I'm gonna push through to the cabin, where we're gonna take a long rest. Well, take as long a rest as we can, and then probably try to hunker down and try not to take any more condition damage once we're on food. I'd hunker down now, but then I'd be going through more of my backup food, and I'd ideally want to prefer doing that. And I'm getting uncomfortably close to redlining the health bar. So I hope you've been enjoying this recording. If you're watching on YouTube or watching on Twitch, looking at the time, once I get into Trappers will probably be a good place. Well, probably after I take the rest, will be a good place to put the section break in.
This pack is getting
As
kind
we
of
are
heavy.
coming up on a half an hour, so it'll be a bit of a shorter episode, but I do need to, if I want to not be any breaks, I need to record like 5 episodes tonight, so I'm probably going to keep the episodes on the shorter side of 30 or 40 minutes. So we're coming up to 30, so now is probably a good place for me to put the break in. Give our character a rest, Understanding it's probably not a... We're probably not going to cover quite as much as we want in this rest, but we need to get the character warm and in as much condition back as possible. So we'll probably be hanging around known food sources for a while until we recover condition. So this is where I'm going to put the part break in. So if you've been watching on YouTube, hope you've been enjoying it. There will be another part up tomorrow. Watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break. Remember to actually drink some of the tea I have in front of me, and catch you in the next part. Be right back. Bye for now.